Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I got my sunglasses on. It is a hot day today. It's Tuesday and I'm running errands. I have to go back to babysitting tomorrow, so I'm just trying to get to the bank and the grocery store and the post office and just get all my errands run today and my bills paid and everything. Oh goodness, I'm trying to do laundry too. I have washed a small load, my nice tops and everything, and I put them on delicate. And I thought that I had pressed the dry cycle, but it didn't go from the washing to the dry cycle. So I opened it to make sure, and sure enough they were still wet. And then I made sure that I had the dry setting on it. So when I get home, I'll have my tops I have to fold and hang up and everything. It's the way I have my closet organized. I only have maybe 10 or 15 hangers, but I have two or three items hanging on each hanger. Well, I drape two tops. I fold all my tops and I drape them over the crossbar of the hanger, and then I hang a top on it too. So I did find, I passed by a Salvation Army store the other day, so I think I'll run in there and see if I can find a little piece of furniture. I do see furniture on the side of the street, you know, on whenever they have the big pickup days of the trash. But I'm so afraid of bringing home bed bugs. Y'all know I've talked about this before, that Jill and I had bed bugs when we lived in Asbury Park together back in, I guess it was about 2006 or 2007. And oh Lord, that was the biggest mess. We had to throw away everything. Jill had just bought new mattress and box springs. She probably hadn't even had it less than a year, maybe six or 8 months. So she had to take that and put it in the garbage, and she filed a small claims lawsuit against the landlord because he knew that the other residents had bed bugs, and he failed to tell us about it, and he failed to hire pest control to come in to rid the apartment of it. So we sued him for $3,000, and then we had we mitigated it. I think she ended up getting $2,000 from it, and she was happy. Most of our clothes we were able to keep, but I had to take every single piece. We didn't have a washer and dryer. I had to take every single piece to the laundromat and wash it in hot water and dry it in the hot dryer. So we moved from that apartment. So we moved to a complex called Continental Gardens. We lived there until she met Husani, and so they dated for about a year, I guess. And then she decided to move in with him in Brooklyn. He was renting an apartment in Brooklyn. So they lived there together for a little while, her and Husani and his two turtles. He started out with these two little tiny turtles, and they were so cute. He named them, it was a weird name, but I called them Icky-Bibi and Icky-Baba, but it was some weird Trinidadian name or something. Oh, and he loved those turtles. Oh, he took such good care of them. He would, wash out the aquarium that they lived in and clean them and everything. And then she got pregnant, and then she gave birth to Issa in October of 2014. And then they moved into an apartment in Far Rockaway, and that's when she met Allison. Allison owns the house there with the apartment in it. And so that's when she met Allison, and she was pregnant. And then Jill and Husani found the house in Valley Stream and bought it. And they were moving in the day that she went into labor to give birth to Issa. And I remember she had a roast in the crock pot that day. Have you ever been cooking when you go into labor? I hope none of you forgot and left your chicken or your roast or whatever in the oven, but she just gave the crock pot over, handed it over to Allison, and Allison finished cooking the roast. I think she brought it to the house too after we moved. Well, I came up here to take care of her and help her with the baby. And they had renovated the inside of the house, the home that they live in now in Valley Stream. And they had the floors resurfaced and everything, and it just had this overwhelming smell of varnish and paint. And I was so worried about that baby breathing that, but it was the middle of October, so we just kept the doors and windows open, and it finally aired out. So luckily, Husani brought the turtles over. So he kept growing. He put them in a bigger container, and they just kept getting bigger and bigger. And the next summer, he had bought a little swimming pool. He had it fixed some way to where they wouldn't crawl. The sides were high enough to where the turtles should not have crawled out. But he went out there the next morning, and his 2 turtles were gone. It was so sad. He was so upset. He had had those turtles for so long and had gotten so attached to them. And we just don't know what happened to them. I mean, we looked all underneath the bushes and the shrubs and just everywhere. We just looked and looked for those Icky-Bibi and Icky-Baba and couldn't find them. I felt so sorry for him. So we kind of think maybe raccoons came and got them, and I just can't imagine somebody coming up into the yard and stealing his turtles. I mean, who would have known that they were back there to begin with? They didn't have the fence that they have now, but still their backyard is fairly private. So he never did find Icky-Bibi and Icky-Baba. So I just wanted to talk to y'all a little bit while I'm running errands today, and I hope you enjoy my little stories. I just had a few more pop in my head, so I'll be telling. I did jot them down so I won't forget, but I'm starting to remember more and more stories from my past. And don't ask me what I had for dinner last night, because I can't tell you. My short-term memory does not exist, but my long-term memory still does. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I just want to thank all of you for all of the love and support and generosity and kindness and thoughtfulness that you've shown to me. I don't know what I've done to deserve it, but I do appreciate it so much. And I will try my best to continue to give you good content and give you something to laugh about every day. Y'all just keep on coming back. Bye, guys.